Hello everyone and welcome to our first discussion for the unit of PG258 International Organizations in PNG. In this video we will discuss two events. The first one is the 2014 Ebola virus outbreak and the second event is the 2019 coronavirus pandemic. The aim of this video is to understand how the IR theories of liberalism and realism and their sub-theories view the role of international organizations by analyzing their involvement in these two events.
Free trade between states is at the core of commercial liberalism. Let's look at event one. Commercial liberalism was greatly affected by the two pandemics. For example, according to Sy and Colby 2014 and the World Trade Organization 2020, during these two pandemics, the global economy was crippled due to preventive measures which affected free trade. From this scope, we can say that these two pandemics are closely associated with commercial liberalism. Moving on to event two, IMF promotes international trade and lowers trade barriers. It also creates policies that economies should be open for trade and investment globally, as cited in International Monetary Fund 2001. Canada 2022 also states that the World Bank creates partnership between states to support economic development. Through this, we can say that International Monetary Fund and the World Bank are linked to commercial.
In addition to event one, once China and US in the 2014 Ebola virus epidemic, the two countries worked together to tackle the virus. However, it was different in the COVID-19 pandemic. The two countries blamed each other for the cause of the outbreak, as mentioned in January 2021, due to the economic tensions between them at the time leading to the outbreak. This event displays that the primary motive of the states is always power. Moving on to the second event. The second event involves two international or multilateral organizations that are specialized agents under the United Nations. From a classical realist point of view, the International Monetary Fund, IMF, and the World Bank are instruments of power and influence in global politics. Classical realism emphasized the primacy of the state as the central actor in international relations and focuses on the pursuit of power and national interest. The member states may collaboratively work collaboratively with the two institutions to achieve their common goal. However, to realists, these states are prisoners to the superpowers because they may use event one to threat their goals.
Institutional liberalism is about the implementation of international organizations or institutions. According to Jackson and Sorensen 2016, institutional liberals claim that international institutions help promote peace and cooperation between states. For example, the World Health Organization stepped in to help address the Ebola virus outbreak in 2014 and the COVID-19 pandemic in 2019. It supported countries by sending out vaccines and helping governments to tackle the virus within their states and also provided funds with the help of the international community. Moving on to event two. For example, according to Peace 2010, the IMF and the World Bank work to make investment and trade much more easier. They also facilitate the efficiency of goods and services, and they both distribute the lion's share of the available multilateral development assistance.
Relative gain and security concerns. Cooperation is working together to achieve a common goal. Neoclassists have a negative view on international cooperation. States may trust international organizations but not each other. Cooperation is to achieve relative gains in security for their own nation. Let's look at event number one. The common goal of the IOs in that event is to combat Ebola virus and COVID-19. States cooperate if they see that they can have relative gains or to secure themselves. For example, in 2023, the KFF News reported that the US was heavily involved with WHO to tackle the 2014 Ebola virus and 2019 COVID virus. They supported financially, politically, and technologically. The US supported because there is more to gain, and they can use IOs to put security measures to their own advantage. Now, neoliberalism may also allow economic cooperation because this can build state power. In event 2, IMF and WB are two financial institutions that aim to aid struggling economies, especially the developing nations. Through the lenses of neoliberalists, powerful states can use these IOs to dominate their influence by setting terms and conditions that will make member states attached to them.
What is the realist view on international peace? For realists, states are always in constant fear. Two sub-theories that support this assumption are offensive realism and defensive realism. International organizations will be seen as mechanisms that states can use to implement their powers. Moving on to event 1, the instrumental use of IOs in event 1 is that powerful states through, for example, the United Nations, can advance their self-interest and maintain security. International organizations provide platforms in the 2014 Ebola outbreak and the COVID-19 outbreak. These IOs may aim to promote international peace through humanitarian assistance. However, powerful states may use it to promote their self-interest of securing their own borders through the security measures. And to the second event 2, for example, a research from World Press 2016 reportedly questioned if the IMF and World Bank are instruments of US hegemony because to some extent member countries of the two IGOs are dependent on the US since all the international currencies are indexed to the dollar with configurable fixed exchange rate.
Now, in conclusion, the theories discussed, that is both realism and liberalism, have polar opposite views of international organizations. Realism views the current status of international organizations in PNG and other regions as secondary players within the international system in comparison to liberalism, which views the IO's current status in PNG and other regions as cooperation within the international system as important, and therefore uses international organizations as a way to practice its ideologies. Hence, international organizations mentioned within this discussion of the two events support the theory of liberalism more than they support the theory of realism. This is the end of our video, and thank you for watching.